Just added a little pre-tease to it. Just added a little pre-tease. Yeah. We've got the talented Eddie Legacy with us tonight. We're going to talk about his upcoming event, the Montage. This event right here. We're going to get into that. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get on into it. How about that?
Let's get into it. How y'all doing?
What is up, everybody? This is Art Assault, the podcast. Welcome. We've got, like you just heard, we've got Eddie Legacy chilling down there on the front porch. We're going to talk about the Montage. As always, I got Kevin. I am Josh, the artist known as JRB5. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
Looks like you are a busy man.
I think busy might be an understatement, honestly.
Yeah, we need to hurry up and get that cloning technology so they can make, about 9 more of you so you can get
Man, if I had 9 of me, I would 2 of me would have had some sleep by now.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But then you got to feed all 10 of you, and you're like, oh, okay, this ain't gonna work.
And hopefully the clones just take fuel, water,
some water.
Feed them with coffee, fuel them with coffee.
Hydroponics clones.
That'll work too.
Yes. Yeah. What's going on, y'all?
It's been a long week. We're back in the studio. We got this wild concoction over to the side of us here that we started last episode.
That looks very cool.
Just slapping paint, putting some layers of tape on it. I think the tape's gonna stay. It may not. We'll decipher that when we get to the point. But it's a weird bird-looking thing.
But
it
kind of gives me like Angry Beavers, one of the yellow Angry Beaver from back in the day.
Yeah, Angry Birds or something.
Everybody sees something different, so that's how it works.
That's cool.
Yeah, but
I like it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful weather out. It's gotten a little chilly today, but it's nice.
I'm not here with no sleeves on. It feels something. It feels good. Either that or I'm moving, and my anxiety is just up. So
yeah, we had to. You came out and did some stuff for us at the art house. I'm excited to see that stuff. That was a fun experience.
Dropping this week. Yes.
Yeah, it was a fun experience.
It was awesome. Very cool. Very cool. The exhibition was very nice. All y'all's artwork is fucking immaculate. Like y'all chef's kiss.
Awesome. Thank you. It's you're an artist as well. You know that it's a double-edged sword. You create it, you love it, and then it doesn't, doesn't necessarily get the reception you would want. You want everybody just
right. I
always want that. You're the greatest. You want it. I mean, you want to be humble, but you want to still have it so you can be humble, because if you don't get that, then you can't be humble.
Right. And I feel too, like, you want people to be like, yay, I love it, and praise it. But I feel like, when as an artist, you create from within, you know what I mean? So whatever it is you put out or emit, like, you felt some sort of like completion, or like, or some sort of something that moves you to put it out there and say, okay, this is done. So, I feel like as long as we know that we do it for ourselves first, as a voice outside of our vocal box, our artistic expression, I feel like that's what's most important. And then the people that it cross paths with that appreciate it most is just like, extra toppings, you know what I mean? Like, it's still a full Sunday, but those people that admire it, and you know what I mean, like, it's just a little extra sprinkle, you know what I mean, but it's still a good Sunday.
Well, I just seen a quote, I can't remember who, Paulo Cesar, very, very old artist, but any art that doesn't come from within isn't really art. And it doesn't have an emotion, come from an emotion inside you. I think emotion was one of the words in the quote. Totally butchering the quote, but And I mean, that's true. And then, I'm on the fence with AI because it pisses me off, because as a digital artist, I've seen a lot less work because, Kevin can get on his phone and make a flyer with AI and put some text on it.
Yeah, I do get on the phone and get it done, but you know how I do it? I have him do it.
Well, most people, I mean, and I get it, the hustle as being like a band, you don't want to pay anybody, even if it's $25, I mean, you don't want to pay for a flyer if you can just do it on your phone and get it done. So
Absolutely.
that quote kind of validates that for me, that, I hate it.
I mean, I'm always about local. Can I do 90% of the stuff that I pay for? Yes. But then I'm able to keep some friends with a cheeseburger, and he can go out and take his daughter out for a pizza, and that's just
not
how
a whole pizza.
That's a good perspective to have, though.
And that's how I look at it. The shirts that, well, no, not these, but a lot of my band stuff that I have and stuff like that from my band, then it comes from my friends.
I think that's important. You know what I mean? To have, because we can't do everything, even though we can probably do everything. But I mean, to just not stress ourselves out and to lower anxiety levels, I think it is important to, offer people that position to be able to fulfill whatever it is that we need in certain realms, so that we're not taking on the whole load. Because as artists, I know our minds is always going 1,000 miles per hour. You know what I mean? And with that, it's like I can do this, I can do this, I can do that, and you look up, and then it's like, oh my God, now I got all this to do, because now I decided I wanted. And all the while, they could have printed the shirts, they could have handled the itinerary. You know what I mean? This person could have been managing this. You know what I mean? And to kind of lighten the load. And I know that's one thing I've learned throughout this journey of the montage, and as I rebirth and present these looks, I have to remember, like, at one point it was just an idea. So the execution, like it's important and imperative for artists to think it through fully, even if you don't know what you're doing, but still kind of put a little more thought, as, and then just like, I want to do a fashion show, and then it's like, I want to do a fashion show, but I want to add music layers, poetry, art, you know what I mean? And so it's like all that comes with different compartments and different, like there should be specific people who are in charge of those things. So shout out to Ma's Art Company for helping me manage the models, and creating such an amazing set, and being so supportive to me on this journey, because I feel like this is like the next, this isn't even the next chapter, it's the next book. You know what I mean? Like, this is like the next book of the Eddie Legacy experience. And I feel me embodying a full purposeful, I'm stepping into a purposeful position, you know what I mean, within myself, and then within, the kingdom of God as well, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful for the learning experience. But I gotta tell the artists, make sure that you gotta have a team, and your team gotta have a team, so that people's minds ain't going crazy because they're trying to keep up with the capacity of things, especially like when you dream big, like me.
It'll definitely burn you out.
I think that's what has saved us. I do. We go back and forth, and we find shows and stuff, but now we're taking the next step. We're going to do primarily gallery shows.
Awesome.
We got a few friends that we are always going to do their backyard sale and stuff like that. And I've become part of the Eddie Legacy family when I got to do that photo shoot with you. And now I'm going to be doing a piece like I've never done before. So it's going to be the first time I ever tried to do this piece, but I'm going to do it live. So I'm either going to completely fail, or I'm going to rock it.
That's what it's about, stepping outside that comfort zone and just, introducing new ways and new routes for self. You know what I mean? So I love that you're doing something that you wouldn't usually do, because it's easy to get stuck or to be too comfortable in the comfortable zone. You know what I'm saying? So when you step out of it and you really truly allow your light to guide you from within, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna kill that shit. You already know it's gonna be dope. So I don't even question it.
I'm going to step off and start painting.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's switch over to talk about the event itself. Is this? We had you on at the end of last year, I think.
Yes,
I
think it's October, maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that fashion show. I think it was, but the
Rebirth series.
Rebirth series, yes.
So it's the same. It's just evolved.
Just yeah. Was this the biggest event you've put on so far to date then?
This is my first ever event, and so yes, it is the biggest event that I've done, the biggest project that I have curated, and it is also it's also basically the introduction of the new Eddie Legacy experience, the creative director, the mastermind, the event producer, the fashion designer, the photographer.
Total package.
Literally, what one-stop shop, you know what I'm saying?
Well, for like I said, for somebody who has never been to a fashion show, okay, tell me what to expect. I'm gonna try my damnedest to get out there Saturday, March 8th.
March 8th,
Everybody,
this Saturday.
MONTAGE,
This Saturday, March 8th, downtown at Harvest Arts at the Lux, First and Market. Doors open at 5:30, and the show starts promptly at 6:30. For those who have never went to a fashion show before, like yourself, what you can expect from the montage is all sustainable fashion. So everything is repurposed, everything is been given new value, and in the process of that, we save Mother Earth, and we don't send these clothes aren't going to landfills, contaminating our soils and our water, which I feel like is a very valid and key point that people should know about. Sustainability also makes it. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun. Also, what you can expect at this fashion show is feature designs from designers like Front Steps, Nina with Tissue, as well as Bad and Beauty from Kansas City. We also have Mijun, which is a part of Maz Art Co., and of course Eddie Legacy designs as well. Myself, I've created.
Oh,
Hold on.
we live. We ain't cutting none of this shit out.
It's an emergency. He done created some amazing shit. Okay. But no, but as far as me, I've created 40 original, sustainable, one-of-one pieces that will walk the runway. I have 20 models, 2 looks each. Outside of that, I feel I can't really give too much because it's just you don't want to miss it. I gave you a little sneak peek earlier, but it's definitely going to be something that's going to be refreshing and recalibrating for the creative community of Wichita, and it's giving big city vibes in the small town. And it's basically like me taking this initiative to open up the minds and the perspectives of those who don't understand creatives and artists. And so I basically created this platform to be so that artists can express themselves in a safe space and do it in the most fashionable way.
Let's say whenever I think of fashion shows, I think of the big New York ones, the fashion weeks, the gaudy. I mean, you can't really wear this stuff in real life. I mean, I've seen some of your stuff. It's, regular clothes, just, with your own flair on it. You said you got 5 other designers, right?
Yes.
4 other designers.
4 other designers.
Yeah. 5, including you. Yep. Yeah, that's where I was getting 5.
I see this more as a celebration.
It is
a walk.
It is definitely a creative celebration. It is definitely a celebration of the fashion, the arts, the music, like any form of like artistic expression. I feel like it's all important. Otherwise, without art, this place is just you know what I mean? So I think it's important that people know that they're seen, and I think it's important that people have a space where they could come and also experience all these things at once, so like creating this fusion really, I feel like is going to like set the bar very high for everyone that decides to try to do anything like this. But I think it's a good thing though, you know what I mean? It's a good thing. It's some good stuff happening.
Like I said, you got a lot going on. You got Most Amazing Sound, Moss, MAS.
Yeah, we got MAS.
Nick Gibbs doing some music.
Paris Jane.
Yep, and Kimberly Page. I haven't heard Paris Jane or Kimberly Page. I've heard of their names, but I haven't heard them. So
that's why you got to come to the show. You got to come to the show. You got to just be there. because you don't want to miss it. You just don't. You just can't.
Like I said, I'm planning on going unless I mean, hell or high water.
No, I understand. Bring your kid with you; they'll enjoy it as well.
How that happens?
Not sure. And we got you got some visual arts. Let's see if I can read my tile right here. We got you. You're doing some visual arts. Moss Art Company,
Damar.
Damar Satter, and then Mays High School. Tell me about that. That's interesting.
So one of my friends, Marie Taylor, she is a art teacher at Mays High School, and she is also a part of she runs the art club, and so she's curated some denim designs with her students, so that they could exhibit their art in the Montage art exhibition that will be up all for the duration of March at the Harvest Arts. Yes, so that's pretty cool.
I think that's I tried to see where it was at. I think that's the same place we were at, right?
Yeah, the Lux. That's where.
Yeah, it was Candelabra or something.
Yeah. You know how stuff is.
Yeah. I figured that's what it was. I googled it.
Well, it's cool that it's a bigger place for Harvester art, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. In fact,
I remember Mike's right here.
Yes. Sorry, I'm paying attention to the neighbors and what they got going on. You never know.
Is that where they went?
Say it again.
Is that where the sirens went?
No. I'm just, when you hear people talking, you just gotta be aware of your surroundings,
Oh, yeah.
Well, I had a banner, but now I don't know where it went. It's amazing. That's not it. All right, yeah. So it sounds like fun. I'm definitely gonna be there. Definitely gonna try 100%.
Glad I could go ahead and
I was already going. Yeah, let's try to support. I haven't been. I've never been. I went to my first burlesque show last year, and that was interesting. That was fun. So it's like you gotta do the stuff.
Yeah, it's good to get out, get inspired, and just see what other people are, brewing in their brains, because you never know how it could be the answer to a question you may have had that that's just in the back of your head or something,
Yeah. And then what did I see a post about the best dressed?
Yes, we'll be awarding. We'll be awarding two people for best dressed, a man and a female, a man and a woman, male, female, whatever. So they'll have the opportunity to walk the runway. I won't say too much about the runway, but I will say I've never seen a runway in this shape or this format, and it's all sustainable. So I'm really excited to get the people that come to the show engaged as well, because they're all a part of the celebration. That all this is just an idea without the able bodies to come and fill seats, or to fill the clothes, or to paint the art, or to display the art, or to sing their sound, let their instruments be heard. Like, so it's the best dress is gonna be, it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna be giving out some really cool awards sponsored by Julian. Man, I wish I knew what his business name was, because I would shout him out. But shout out to Julian for the sponsorship and believing in the vision.
Shout out indeed. Shout out everybody.
Man,
you built, not to give out too much of the stage, the runway, the catwalk, right? That's the proper term. You built it yourself too? That was another project you had to do?
That, and I painted it. I painted it as well, and with the Eddie Legacy designs. So it's pretty next level. It's pretty next level.
Yeah, see, how could y'all not? Hold on, damn it! How could y'all not want to see that?
Seriously, like, I want to say like 75% was all with these hands, this brain, for sure.
Hell. I'm
But
giving up on.
And I will plug, bro. Joaquin Maz, DJ Maz, he definitely helped me with the shape of the stage or
Yeah.
of the catwalk. And when he said it, I was like, holy shit, I can do that. So that's exactly what's happening.
Well, you posted it, so I know. I think I know the shape, but we
Did I
won't.
post it?
I think so. I know it.
What did I say?
Well, I don't want to say if we're keeping it on wraps. We'll keep it
Well,
under wraps.
if I said it, then it ain't really under wraps, son. I talk too much. That's what my problem.
It's a bouncy castle.
Yeah, there we go. Bouncy
Exactly.
And there's going to
They
be a
gonna-
ball
They'll
pit.
come out in spacesuits bouncing around. One day when the budget's there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just hold your next one at one of those Super Burger Kings where you can, go through the slides and the balls and everything.
And they just slide out in their outfit.
Yeah.
Actually, I have an idea for the next one. Actually, they say you got to start working on the next one. I'm not even done with this one, but I've been putting some thought into the next one. It's gonna be like a totally different, vibe, like a different location. Let you at least expect.
Well, that's when I had it set up. I wasn't, but we've changed everything since then.
Should I take this?
Yeah.
Now everybody knows where I'm at, Lord. Lord, I'm in Paris. I'm in Paris. Let me go ahead and manifest it.
Yeah, you've really made it if you do a show in Paris.
Paris is on the way. My goal and what I'm manifesting and speaking into existence and claiming is that the montage will not just stop at the Lux. The montage will go on tour, and different cities and different venues and different places will be able to see this production, because I feel like there's been so much heart, soul, blood, sweat, sacrifice of sleep, seeing my son, I've had to be so dedicated and all fully hands on into this that I don't even think people will even understand the caliber until the documentary is released this summer, or excuse me, this spring.
So I have a chance to go on tour with you, and I'm going to build that big spinning easel.
Absolutely.
Super soaker
Absolutely.
of paint and just start spraying it.
I'm
serious here.
I need all the grant money that they have out there so we can take this bad boy on the road, and so that every component can be compensated for what they deserve, because it's just it's important that people know that they are appreciated, and that their time, and know that their time is valued.
I'm jealous. I'm gonna slap the paint.
Okay.
Let's say we'll segue into that by talking about the live art, because there's Kevin Hansen is going to be doing some live art.
Snaps for Kevin.
As well as Sheldon Draper, right? And
Sheldon Draper.
Trey Gresham.
Trey Gresham. Yes. They're all amazing artists. All different kinds of, all three different artists, but all three impeccable. So I'm excited to have all three.
Every time I hear my name like that, I'm like, is people really talking about my art like that?
Are you guys doing a joint piece?
No, we're not doing a joint piece that I'm aware of.
No.
You never know with me, though. If you're standing around too long, everybody's going to be painting on it.
Right.
To do that.
Hey, we love to see it. We love a good collaboration.
So, I got to figure out how big I want to go, because I may have to pre-do some stuff and then bring it in. Because, like I said, I'm doing some stuff I've never done before, so I'm going to have to prep some of it. I do know that, so which is fine.
You got about 5 days, my boy.
I only need an hour.
Oh, yeah.
You can ask Josh, man. He's like, "Are you ready?" No. Are you ready? Like this last show? Are you ready? I'm still not ready. We got a week. Okay, I'll be there. I'll be ready then.
You remind me of myself in that way, because I work very good under pressure. Like when it's crunch time, it's like I focus in and I get that shit done.
Even I have stuff done, but a lot of it, if I do it now and then I come up with a better idea, by the time crunch time, then it's like, I don't stick. It's just the way it is. That's why I'm kind of weird rebel artist, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, you got those. I was trying to figure out your hat. I was like, why are you wearing one with pepperonis on it? And then I realized that's those sunglasses.
Pepperonis is insane. No,
I remember those. Yeah, yeah.
the third eye glasses.
It looks like a pizza pepperoni hat, but then you sat up and I realized it was those glasses.
Yeah, they've been attached to the hat, so they're a permanent.
Cool. Okay, that's really.
This is
cool,
actually a montage piece.
Yeah, because I saw you had those sunglasses on for another shoot you did or something, if I remember right.
They serve their purpose now. Now they've been fixated.
We do that with some of our old art too. It's like, well, it served its purpose for when it was. It's time for us to either improve on it or well, not necessarily improve it, but change the outcome. And I think one of our pieces in the back is crooked.
Yeah, when you knock everything over.
It's a cool piece though.
There. Well,
better.
When did you get the bug to do fashion? I don't know if we covered it last time you were on, but what inspires you to want to start doing fashion? I mean, I know you've been an artist and a photographer for a while now, but this is kind of like you're still kind of new to the fashion world, right?
I wouldn't say new to the fashion world. Even as a kid, I've always been an eccentric soul. I've always like expressed myself through my fashion, or through my clothing. And at that time, I didn't call it fashion or designer or any of that. I just, but we couldn't afford stuff, so we would go to the thrift stores and I'd find the coolest shit and I'd piece it together. And I feel like it's just something that I carried with me onto being an adult. And I've always been into like the high fashion or like the creative illusion side of the photography world. So a lot of the times I found myself making an outfit from scratch or enhancing an outfit or subtracting and adding, but always like being like hands-on when it came to like the aesthetic from the set to the fabrics, to the pendants, to the jewelry, to everything. So I think it's just something that just comes second nature to me. And I think it's just like in this season is time to like I've just embodied it embraced it, versus it just being something I did for myself. So I would say that I'm new to like sharing my fashions and designs, because I've always been like one where it's like, oh, I made it, I want to keep it forever. But it's like now it's like I'm understanding that because of my light and because of my purpose, it's like it's meant for me to share these experiences, whether it's a photo shoot or a fashion piece that's one of one that I can never recreate again. I think it's like it's a part of my purpose to share it with the world and the people around me so that they can also have a piece of that light, if that makes sense.
Makes plenty of sense. How do you feel now? And you'll feel it more after you start, doing this show and stuff starts selling and whatnot. But you have some pieces out there now. All of a sudden you'll see people walking around with, and when you see it, how do you feel about that? It's pretty awesome feeling, isn't it?
It is.
Right? You're like, holy cow, they're wearing some of my clothes. You might not even know them.
No,
I don't know that part
seriously.
yet, but
it's actually really cool to see, like, it's almost still like a shock. It's like almost if you like was riding on the highway and you see a billboard with your name on it, so it's like, but at this point it just is a walking billboard. So it's like people don't even understand the rejuvenation or the charge that I get, just by seeing people like walk around confidently, you know what I mean? And it's just in the pieces, it's like it's one of the coolest things for sure. Because I do feel like without the able bodies, it is still just an idea, you know what I mean? Like,
I was very honored when you let me have that suit, and then I wore it on my next show, and then you actually came and took photos. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
and it's hard to find stuff that fits me. The jacket still doesn't really fit, but the pants fit good. So
it looked good in it though. It looked good.
Because I don't need to button up. So
right, it looked good. You styled it out how it needed to be, and you did your thing.
First time you and I met, I knew you were a different kind of artist, and most artists are, but you were your own, because I remember you had all these gems in your beard.
Like dude with the jewels era.
Yeah, and I could tell they weighed a lot, because I remember, and it was at that I can't remember the name of the building now, but it's
The
that
white
white
building.
building. Yeah,
That's what it was called, the white building.
it was the white building. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I started. I actually did 3 or 4 quick sketches of people that were actually performing there. So, and I think it shocked the heck out. And the guy that ran it, he's standing over there. So I did a quick 20-minute pastel, and I haven't done those in a while. I need to get back to doing those. But you know, and then I did one of I don't know, I did 3. I can't remember everybody I did one of, but I was doing it about the other artists or the other supporting artists and stuff like that. That was another really cool little show.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I do remember meeting you that day. You had on this cool bright shirt, and I was like, oh yeah, that's my type of people. You ain't scared to put colors on. People like, I feel like men be scared to wear colors. There ain't nothing wrong with
My
expressing
entire
yourself.
life as a kid, boys didn't have. This is weird because it's always shown. I notice even when I look back, pink and purple have been my 2 favorite colors my entire life, even back as a kid. But back then in the 70s, and I'm like, I don't care.
Right. No.
My parents always
And that would be a
raised me
thing back in the day.
My parents always raised me to be myself.
Absolutely.
Not to judge others by the way they look or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened to me all the time because I was just a really skinny, didn't look like I was, you know, athletic or could do stuff until people realized I could. So my mom always made sure that, you know, if you don't want people to judge you, you don't judge them. And so I've been pretty much that way my whole life.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm listening.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to just say that, like my mom kind of like installed that into me as well as a kid. Like, you know, you judge people by their character, not by like what they look like or what they have or what they give you. You know, hey, it's just, you know, it's based off of like, you know, how they make you feel, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is like all that stuff it doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? Those are just labels. I feel like that. It's like there are labels that like put dams into the flow of things. Because sometimes because somebody had on a pink shirt, you see a boy or a man with a pink shirt on, and then you automatically judge them. What happens is that person could have had the key to the next door that you had to walk through. They had to connect or something that could have been conducive to your growth, but because you short-stopped it by putting a dam in it, then it you know, basically what it does is you know, you just miss out on your blessings. So
Yeah, especially hate. When I hear people that are doing hateful stuff towards somebody, and I'm like, you know, that guy might end up your boss next.
that part, exactly. You never know when you will cross paths
You
with
go
them
in for an
again.
interview and you've already crossed that bridge. So
Literally.
now what?
And they're looking at you like,
Yeah.
It's happened to me a couple times. But I handle it with grace though.
But like I said, you get this done. I'm retiring in May.
Tell her to try her skirt on real quick.
I'm retiring in May, and I already talked to you about it before. I got all this furniture. Initially, I was going to refinish, but I've also always, and I have painted stuff and done some crazy stuff on it. I'm just going to take all that furniture and do it now. And
I've been waiting on that collaboration. What's up?
It's going to be this summer, sometime. It'll be like a piece at a time. More likely, I'll do all the prep work to get it built, make sure it's built right and everything. And then I'll put like a single coat on it, and then you and I can just start throwing paint at it or whatever. We can fabrics, paint. I don't care. It's whatever we decide to put on it. But, you know, it'll still be functional for someone's bedroom or house. That's the plan.
You don't have it yet. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know, I'm down to throw some paint, add a little design here and there. You know what I'm saying? So
Still got people showing their clothes to you.
Yeah, I got my last fitting today. I'm just trying to get she just got to try on her custom skirt.
Yeah, I wanted to make your walk tryouts, but my band was off playing in other places, so I couldn't make it. So
it's okay. You I feel like, you know, the Tetris blocks landing exactly where they're supposed to. You're gonna be doing live art, and I feel like, you know, you're gonna bring an element to the experience that nobody else will. So I think, you know, it landed exactly where it was supposed to be.
Yeah, because when you asked me to do a live piece, I was like, oh shoot, yeah. And then even when you said you want to be kind of like towards Black history, I was like, oh, I got the perfect piece because I did something similar to that for Marcella's birthday, but I'm going to take it the next level.
Yeah,
So
I'm excited. You share with me the ideas. I won't mention it, but I think that's really.
I just got to see if I got all the equipment. If not, then I got to go buy some more.
All right. I'm gonna get a picture of it real quick. And I'm
Jenna says she likes the uniqueness of your hat. Santia says, hey.
Thank you, Candice. Thank you, Candice.
It was Janice, but that's okay.
Or Janice. I'm sorry. I'm out of here.
Got a million things going on. So
Literally, but it's okay. It's going on.
The phone in each hand. Like, jeez, I'm doing so much.
Literally. So there's the front side.
What do you
I guess I could give y'all a little sneak peek of what I
Can
got
you run
going
a
on.
camera through your phone? One of these cameras through your phone? Do you know?
I have no idea. Could you lift that shirt a little bit? Lift it back. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. That looks good. Right. What shoes are you gonna wear? Don't you got those white moon boots or something? Oh, no, that was Caitlin.
I think that's Caitlin. I'll send you
sneak peek.
some options. Do you have a preference on color? I have a lot of shades.
Yeah, just send me pictures of the shoes for both looks because there's so many colors. And it you never know. Just send all. I think colorful might be cool because the back of it is so colorful. And then the top will be like the same like montage situation in the front, and then you have it in the back as well. So
do you want tights or anything?
Man, unless you want to do something like skin tone matching or like
I might
Yeah.
just so I don't. I'm not gonna fake tan and then get it on anything. So
right. Okay.
and I won't be tan other than that. So
Okay. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Actually, isn't that what makes me red and purple?
I think so.
All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Multitasking.
Yes,
Nice.
good. Yes. Like I said, we got a sneak peek, so I enjoy it.
You see our art? Can you tell what it is yet?
Is it an evil pelican?
That's what he said. It looked like a pelican, but a bird. I've been kind of on a bird kick unintentionally. I don't even know why.
Oh yeah.
Are you an angry bird?
I mean, I'm kind of jaded right now. I mean,
I'm kind of jaded.
Santia, we do another podcast on Wednesdays, and it's just for music lovers only. And we did our top 5 Lenny Kravitz songs.
Ooh, dope.
And, man, I homeboy is definitely positive. I mean, it's almost too much. But
sorry, I'm doing a lot of moving.
Okay.
I've always enjoyed.
I see another image
His,
in my head, so it's coming out. You're going to get a Kevinism here.
Great. I've always enjoyed Lenny's style. Speaking of style and fashion, he always kind of had
he's
he always did his
been-
own thing.
Mm-hmm. I respect people who ain't scared to go outside the boundaries of what the norm is.
Yeah, it was a good session diving into his music, and we had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, that's really cool. I have to turn my notifications on so I can start tapping in with you all on Wednesdays. I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's fun. We have fun. Like I said, I think
You just did it right there.
Thank
you so much. I'll see you Wednesday.
We'll go ahead and plug next week a little bit. Next week we got Art House has got their new March thing starting. That's the 7th, the day before yours, and it's got Amy Hauser and Hauser. I don't know how you say it. I'm horrible. I'm horrible with names, spelling. I'm just like, yeah.
Depends on if it's German or not, or
And-
Danish or whatever.
And then Chuck Dooms, some interesting work. He's like a not a photographer, a photo editor, I think is what basically he is. And I don't know if the other guy was fabrics. I can't tell what it is. It may be fabrics or textiles, something like that. But yeah, that's Friday, the 7th.
Is that at the art house?
Yep, that's the Art House.
Cool.
And then obviously the 8th, got your gig, your show.
Boom, 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 bam.
The only thing to be doing.
I mean, that's the only thing they should be what the city should be doing on Friday. Or excuse me, the only thing the city should be doing on Saturday, March 8th, is showing up to the Montage at 5:30 when them doors open. Otherwise, it's just an experience you just don't want to miss. But
So how How long do you think it's going to last?
The show is going to be at least 2 hours.
And then you said there's something going on afterwards, like a vending
Right,
marker.
right after the show, we will go into our encore celebration where we will do the art exhibition reveal. We will have some vendor tables available from some of the designers as well as some other local businesses in Wichita. Um, we have Sunblush performing some music for us while people are enjoying and networking and looking at the art, and hopefully have a little hors d'oeuvre, a little, a little snack or two, you know what I'm saying, for
Yeah.
people as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
I'm
what you
very
need to be doing on Saturday. That's what y'all need to be doing on
hey,
Saturday.
the place to be is the Lux downtown,
Yep, I got the
5:30 on Saturday.
address and everything's flashing down there.
I
120.
was just reading that. That's cool.
That was the banner I was trying to find. Like I said, I set this all up on my home computer at the house, and we're in a remote location. Shout out to he changes the name every week. I can't remember, but it's Middle of the Road Podcast in his studios. My other host for the Wednesday show,
Nice.
and so I set it up on the house computer, and then sometimes this stuff just resets on this computer when I get over here, and I was like, oh god, I gotta go find it. But those are problems that are easily fixed. We'll handle those kind of problems.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so what else is up, guys?
Like I said, we got about 10 more minutes here. And let's anything else that I missed? I got some notes, but I think we covered everything. Let's see, let's bring up the poets. We did not cover the poets. It's hosted, so is Samuel Thompson and Lindsay Cotton like MC in it basically, or is that what hosting means?
Yes, they will be emceeing the night. The poets, we have motivating Marcy and Dorothy Arnold as well. And we actually have a surprise performance at the show as well that I'm not gonna speak on because, like I said, I talk too much. But what you can know is that you just don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss it. Like I said, I'm excited. I think
the only hint I'll give you is movement.
Movement,
Mm-hmm.
and it's poetry or poetry performance, or just a performance.
Performance period.
That's all life is. Another fun quote that I seen is nobody told me that life was a masquerade ball, and I wore my real face. That's a good one.
Ooh, I need to tell that a couple chicks I know.
Catfishing. Like, oh my god. I like the one of Danny Trejo in real life, and then the bottom picture is like him, like with some Instagram filter. It's what the chicks are using. It's perfectly smooth skin, and he looks hot. He's like, hey, take him home.
He's got that ruggedly handsome look anyway.
Well,
leave the wrinkles, man.
After the filter, you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
filters are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
AI filters, social media. Like we talked at the beginning, you were overwhelmed. Overwhelmed is an understatement. As like I said, as artists, you got to promote it. You got,
overwhelmed in a good way.
You have got
in the best way. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm definitely gonna redefine overwhelmed in a good way. It's just because there's a lot to be done, but I just know I trust myself and it'll all be done. I trust myself, I trust my team, and I just know we all got our heads in the game. And come the night of the show, like all those feelings of nervousness or fear or anxiety or they'll dissipate because it'll just flow lucrative exactly how it's supposed to be.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Trust the process.
Absolutely.
You sat down and you got your process written out somewhere or whatever. You've got to trust that process, because if you don't, then you can't adjust.
Well, it's a
Right.
day of. It's all gonna go to shit, man. That's how every event is. It's gonna.
I don't
all go to
receive.
shit
I don't
every-
receive. I don't receive. I don't receive.
You
I
like
don't
you said, you just
receive.
gotta. That's what I mean. I tried to be positive. I've done a handful of the big stuff, and like I had it planned to the T, in my head and on paper, and everybody else. And then day of, it just poof, all that shit went out the window. I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. We got to do this. We got to do this.
But you had a plan to adjust from.
Yes, you got to leave
That's what
tolerance room.
matters.
You got to
It's
leave
not like
tolerance
you
room.
walked in.
Well, the first one I didn't. The second one I kind of
Well, then you learned a little bit. Hopefully,
By the
each
fourth
time you grow.
did. By the
That
fourth one, I was
part.
just like, all right.
Don't try to put your experience on mine, sir. We walk a different mile, okay?
He's got a process. He's got his people that he's
Yeah,
facilitating.
oh, yeah.
He's got his the people in other places facilitating other things. You also got to learn to share the wealth. And that's the problem with a lot of people don't understand that if you set up a big event, you're going to have certain people to handle the other stuff, and you just make sure you're the glue when you do that. And a lot of people don't understand that when they do that, and then they end up like, I got so many little fires. It's like, no, you don't. You don't have any fires. Trust the process. Trust your people. And the day of, whatever happens, it's still going to be successful. People that are coming in don't realize how bad it is unless you're the one running around,
Right.
And you got to just trust the process, and
Just
you
let it
wing it
flow.
when you have to. I mean, that's just
Exactly.
part of it.
And I trust the team that even if things don't go exactly how we planned, they'll go exactly how they're supposed to.
Yeah,
and they know how to adjust. They're professionals.
Because for years, he still hasn't figured it out with the art. I think he's slowly getting it. My art just happens. He's got a plan. So that's why we mesh so weird at times. So when he's got a plan, then it's basically because he knows I'm going to probably Kevinism that plan. And sometimes he doesn't like that.
I don't have a plan at all. I'm just
On this one, you
freeballing
don't.
life.
On this one, you don't. But we've done some artwork where you end up pretty much, and it doesn't bother me. But boy, if I do it to you.
Anyways, we're not gonna hash this out right now.
He's like, hey, now, but this
There's no argument involved because in the end, it's whatever happens.
All right, March 8th. One more time, we're gonna wrap it up. We're getting close to the end. March 8th, the Montage, the Harvester Arts downtown at the Lux. $10 pre-sale. You still got time to get the pre-sale, correct?
You got up until Friday to get them $10 tickets.
Okay, if not, it's $15 at the door. Doors at 5:30. He says the show starts at 6:30. Say it's gonna a couple hours, and then after an encore. What'd you call it? An encore.
Encore
ceremony.
celebration and art exhibition reveal.
Yeah.
Is it still at the same place? Everything's at the same place.
Everything's all at the Lux. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots of poets, lots of artists, lots of music, lots of designers.
Shout out to all the artists, all the featured designers. Big shout out to Maz Arco. They've been backing me like no other when it comes to this. Like I give them their flowers, and they'll get their flowers at the show too. So I'm excited.
When Mama Marcella gets rolling, you just step back.
You already know how Mama Marcella rolls. She don't play them games. She ain't pussyfooting around with nobody.
When I told her I couldn't make her birthday, she said, "Okay, I'll see you at such and such." And I said, "Okay, I'll make it." I'm glad I did because that was some good food, man.
Hey, chef's kiss. That was me.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You were the chef.
Yeah, I could.
And then we did art. And I just didn't do the puff part.
Right. After that, next Sunday, we've got Tim Butler. He's coming back. They've got the Ides of March
at the Wave.
The Wave.
Nice.
Kevin's band is a part of that.
We'll be doing our Evil Empire.
Can't remember.
Haters Ball, man. Or at least our part.
Can't remember. Caracalla, obviously. Haters Coalition.
Roach
JWL.
Limit. Roach Limit. Is Rotten Ore going to be there?
Yes.
And Ides of, not Ides. Pantera Tribute Band. I can't remember the name of the song band. Pantera Tribute Band. That's all I can tell you. And then there's going to be Flocks, which is the flame twirlers.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Flow Foundry is going to be there.
Nice.
I think he's bringing in some other stuff. Oh, I'll be doing live art after my show. Maybe not right after my show because it takes me a few minutes to catch my breath. But then there's some. There's going to be a food truck there, but I do not remember which one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right over on the website, I've got sticker March Madness sticker sale. So I'm just basically pulling them down from gallery prices to normal prices. But it'll probably be a permanent sale.
How much is the normal price?
I was charging $5, but it's like, $5 a sticker because it's my art, It's like,
Absolutely. I feel like that's
I'm down to like
cheap.
$3.55. I had to keep my fives in there. I've been manifesting my fives and putting fives in all my numbers.
Yeah.
$5.55.
$3.50. Mine's $3.55.
That's cool. I'll support. I'll buy some.
So it's I've got I think 30 designs now.
A couple of the designs are ones you and I did together.
Yeah, I think we got stickers of this one right behind me.
Nice.
I don't think I got stickers of the Rams. Some of them are just digital designs, stuff. Some of them are old stuff I just kind of rehashed. I've got some hats. Ginny, gonna be getting them hopefully this week. So with some my antisocial logo on there.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Not
it's yours. Okay, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Punk Man. I call him Punk.
Yeah, because that's kind of actually what was it the news? I don't know. What does matter?
All right. We appreciate your time. I know you're a busy man.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yep.
I gotta get back to these designs. Oh shit.
Well,
my phone went
I'll
out.
see you Saturday. And
Yes,
if he's
sir.
not
I will see
there,
you on Saturday.
I'll definitely see you
Perfect.
Saturday.
I'll see y'all on Saturday. Thank y'all again for the support and having me on the show. I love what y'all are doing for artists, and I can't wait to see what this painting looks like when it's done.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah,
it's at the Lux and it's before 6, so bring some quarters if you're on the streets. They will give you a ticket.
And
All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's evening.
You too.
All right, later.
Later.
They gave me a ticket. That was I'll run out